March 2001, my mother died after a long illness, which I was her primary caregiver. I was relieved that she was finally at rest, but I don't know, the loss, it still hurt. I mean, I think what was really more damaging for me was just the fact that I had this large hole in my life. The combination of that and my grief seemed to just tip me over the edge. The stress of working nights and caring for my mom had ruined my relationship with a lovely girl who, she was devastated by the stress of my lifestyle, and she left me 6 months ago. During all of this, I started to feel strange at times, but I never in the world put it down to anxiety. Just after Mom died, I experienced my first panic attack. I was at the attorney's office and had just found out that my mom had spent every last penny of her money and the house had been refinanced. It was the last straw. I was rushed to the hospital with a suspected heart attack, but of course all the tests came up negative, and I returned home with a packet of tranquilizer pills. I became very frightened and my anxiety escalated quickly. I experienced a panic attack every day, sometimes twice a day. I became restricted to the house. I stopped driving and felt trapped, unable to pay the bills, unable to work, unable to think past the constraints of my own body. I began thinking I was having a nervous breakdown. The local mental health team visited me after a neighbor reported my situation to them, and a charity that had worked with Charles Linden's team bought me a copy of the Linden Method pack. I was so grateful just that somebody cared enough, and I immediately started to study the material. It was great to read about another man suffering like I was. It was so reassuring that even strong, intelligent people suffer in this way. The material was so simple to read and implement, and the immediate effect was a sense of total relief. I was elated. It was as if someone had lifted the weight of the world off of my shoulders. The solution is so simple. If only someone could have told me earlier, I wouldn't have suffered all these last 2 years. I now work with a community project that supplied me with the Linden Method pack. Some of the people we work with are anxiety sufferers, and I'm always recommending the Linden Method and feel privileged that I can just have a hand in helping them to get their lives back. This method is a godsend. Thank you so much, Charles.